Bianca Belair's big mistake. Popular star suffers first pinfall loss. 4 mistakes WWE made on Raw from London. Raw from London was WWE's final stop on its pre-WrestleMania 41 European tour. Jey Uso tried to stand up to Gunther after slapping him on SmackDown but paid for his overconfidence. Lyra Valkyria set forth a challenge to Bayley for next week's show while the Judgment Day continued talking behind each other's backs. Bate returned to the team with Pete Dunne against the New Day. Even though Cena and Cody Rhodes' opening segment was well done, some errors were made. WWE made the following 4 mistakes on Raw from London. Number 4. Telegraphing the predictable save from Jey Uso. Jey Uso stepped up to Gunther on Raw after slapping him backstage on last week's SmackDown. It was nice that he was confident he'd beat the champ, but in reality, he had little to no chance of beating the ring general. Gunther had 3 instances to end things but opted to inflict more damage on Jey. He promised Jey he'd make his life hell for choosing him as his opponent for WrestleMania 41. The champ finally pinned Jey, and his music hit. The problem was that the camera showed Jey's graphics on the big screen as Gunther's music played. It telegraphed the inevitable save from Jey, but everyone knew it was coming after the twins' conversation earlier in the night. 3. Pentas suffers the first pinfall of his WWE career. It's usually a while before new stars are pinned in action when they join different promotions. Jade Cargill was essentially bulletproof in AEW and a year in WWE until a few weeks ago on SmackDown. AEW has booked Mercedes Moné over everyone without losing in a year. Penta has technically lost 2 matches but wasn't pinned. That changed when Judgment Day beat Braun Breaker and Penta on Raw. Breaker inadvertently hit his partner, allowing Finn Balor to get the pin on the Masked Star. Penta has a special aura that should have been protected much longer than only 2 months after his WWE debut. Point 2. Raw from London had only 4 matches. NXT is 2 hours long and has 5 or 6 matches per episode. SmackDown is 3 hours long and should have the same or more each week. RAW has run for about 2.5 hours since moving to Netflix. This week's show, however, only featured 4 matches. Braun Breaker teamed with Penta against the Judgment Day. Gunther beat Jey Uso. The New Day toppled a reformed New Catch Republic. Rhea Ripley faced Iyo Sky in the main event. The excuse for limited contests is the overrun of Cena, Rhodes' opening segment and Gunther's brutal beatdown of Jey Uso. A 5th match could have easily been fit instead of AJ Styles dealing with Logan Paul. Styles could have wrestled, and Paul could have blindsided him. Zoe Stark, Shayna Baszler, Dakota Kai, Ludwig Kaiser, and Sheamus didn't do anything. Number 1. Should have just made it a triple threat. WWE is needlessly making the Women's World Championship match a huge mess almost every week, leading to WrestleMania 41. Iyo won the title after getting snubbed out of the Elimination Chamber match, which Bianca Belair won. Adam Pearce claimed he tried to contact Ripley about her rematch with Sky, but they never talked, despite both being on Raw. Sky even said she'd defend the title against both women at WrestleMania 41. That would have made perfect sense, but instead, Pearce booked the rematch on Raw with the EST as the referee. It predictably ended in chaos as both competitors accidentally hit Belair. It doesn't have to be this hard, especially since everyone knows it'll be a triple threat. 4 reasons Bianca Belair's mistakes will haunt her. WWE Raw aired yesterday, and it featured names like Bianca Belair, Jey Uso, and others. Gunther battled and proceeded to brutalize Jey Uso. Cena and Cody Rhodes had an incredible segment, and a major title was on the line in the main event. The match for the Women's World Championship closed the show. New title holder Iyo Sky battled the former champion Rhea Ripley. Bianca Belair was the special guest referee. The EST was supposed to call the match right down the middle, and did, at least at first. Eventually, though, chaos erupted that led to everybody fighting and Belair disqualifying both the Eradicator and the Genius of the Sky. Bianca has made some serious mistakes as special guest referee, and truthfully, even prior to her new role. This article will take a look at how some of those mistakes will haunt her in WWE moving forward. Below are 4 reasons Bianca Belair's mistakes after the title match chaos will haunt her. Number 4. She focused too much on a referee's shirt and not learning to referee. which will haunt her. The first mistake in this list was Bianca Belair's preparation for her role on WWE Raw. She has no experience as a referee, so one would think she would have spent the past week preparing for the gig. That's not quite what happened, however. Instead of preparing for the role given to her by
Naomi confesses the truth to Bianca Belair on SmackDown. After weeks of speculation, Naomi has finally confessed that she has attacked Jade Cargill mysteriously. She claimed, "I did it," in front of Bianca Belair, leaving Belair heartbroken and breaking her trust. On March 7, 2025, in SmackDown Edition, the Women's Elimination Champion was seen leaving the stage in tears after she was betrayed by Naomi, who has turned heel after the Elimination Chamber PLE. Naomi tried to explain her as she was leaving in tears. But when Belair refused to listen to her explanation, Naomi called her an ungrateful B***tch. In the meantime, Jade Cargill arrived in the arena. The Storm wasted no time and headed straight towards the ring and chased Naomi to the outside as she tried to escape. But Cargill got to her and began beating her down. Following Naomi's confession, Liv Morgan posted a series of tweets on her X handle and called out Bianca Belair. The current Women's Tag Team Champion demanded an apology from Bianca Belair for framing Morgan without evidence and claiming previously that she attacked Jade Cargill. Morgan also called out Naomi for lying all this time and falsely accusing her and Rodriguez. She also wondered out loud what Cargill was doing before she was attacked by Naomi. She wrote, "I always wondered WTF Jade was even doing to get pushed like that." Nevertheless, Morgan mentioned and remembered that she was still living a tremendous life as a record-breaking three-time tag team champion. It will be interesting to see a clash between Naomi and Jade Cargill at the upcoming WWE event. Nevertheless, Morgan mentioned and remembered that she was still living a tremendous life as a record-breaking three-time tag team champion. It will be interesting to see a clash between Naomi and Jade Cargill at the upcoming WWE event. Jade Cargill opens up about Naomi attacking her on WWE SmackDown. Jade Cargill made her first public comments about her return on WWE SmackDown. Cargill was taken out when she was attacked backstage in November. She returned at WWE Elimination Chamber and attacked Naomi. After Naomi confessed to attacking her the following week on SmackDown, Cargill came out and laid her out again. Jade Cargill had an interview with Kathy Kelly on the March 14 episode of WWE SmackDown, and she discussed her return. She said that she was ready to go physically. Cargill also dismissed Naomi's claim that she was using Belair, as she said that she didn't need to use anyone. She was asked about getting attacked, and she revealed that she saw Naomi running away. Cargill then said that Naomi didn't just hurt her physically, as she attacked her integrity and her heart. Cargill then said that she had to take matters into her own hands when she saw Bianca Belair team up with Naomi as if nothing happened. WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez interrupted, as Morgan noted that they had falsely been accused of the attack. Cargill fired back by saying that the duo would not have won the titles if she was around. She then challenged Morgan to a match on the March